Between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning, a dark, leaden-colored mass is creeping over the sky towards the sun. Red zigzags of lightning gleam here and there across it. There is a sound of far-away rumbling. A warm wind frolics over the grass, bends the trees, and stirs up the dust. In a minute, there will be a spurt of May rain, and a real storm will begin. Fiocla, a little girl of 6, is running through the village looking for Terenti the cobbler. The white-haired, barefoot child is pale. Her eyes are wide open. Her lips are trembling.
"Uncle, where is Terenti?"
She asks everyone she meets. No one answers. They are all preoccupied with the approaching storm and take refuge in their huts. At last, she meets Silanti Silich, the sacristan, Terenti's friend. He is coming along, staggering from the wind.
"Uncle, where is Terenti?"
"At the kitchen gardens," answers Silanti. The girl runs behind the huts to the kitchen gardens and there finds Terenti, the tall old man with a thin, pock-marked face, very long legs and bare feet, dressed in a woman's tattered jacket, standing near the vegetable plots, looking with drowsy eyes at the dark storm cloud. On his long, crane-like legs, he sways in the wind like a starling coat.
"Uncle Terenti!"
The white-headed girl addresses him.
"Uncle, darling!"
Terenti bends down to Fiocla, and his grim face is overspread with a smile, such as come into people's faces when they look at something little, foolish and absurd, but warmly loved. "Ah, Fiocla!" he says tenderly. "Where have you come from?"
"Uncle Terenti?"
says Fiocla, with a sob, tugging at the lapel of the cobbler's coat.
"Brother Danilka has had an accident. Come along."
"Oh, what sort of accident? Oh, what thunder! Holy, holy, holy! What sort of accident?"
"In the Count's corpse, Danilka stuck his hand into a hole in the tree, and he can't get it out. Come along, uncle, do be kind and pull his hand out."
"How was it he put his hand in? What for?"
"He wanted to get a cuckoo's egg out of the hole for me."
"The day has hardly begun and already you are in trouble." Terenti shook his head. "Oh, well, what am I to do with you now? I must come. I must come, little child." Terenti comes out of the kitchen garden and, lifting high his long legs, begins striding down the village street. He walks quickly without stopping. Fiocla can hardly keep up with him. They come out of the village and turn along the dusty road towards the Count's corpse that lies dark blue in the distance. It is about a mile and a half away. The clouds have by now covered the sun, and soon afterwards there is not a speck of blue left in the sky. It grows dark. The first raindrops, big and heavy, like dark dots on the dusty road. A big drop falls on Fiocla's cheek and glides like a tear down her chin. "The rain has begun," mutters the cobbler, kicking up the dust with his bare, bony feet. "That's fine, Fiocla, old girl. The grass and the trees are fed by the rain, as we are by bread. And as for the thunder, don't you be frightened. Why should it harm a little thing like you?" As soon as the rain begins, the wind drops. The only sound is the patter of rain dropping like fine shots on the young rye and the parched road. "We shall get soaked, Fiocla," mutters Terenti. "There won't be a dry spot left on us. Ho, ho, my girl, it's run down my neck. But don't be frightened, silly. The grass will be dry again. The earth will be dry again, and we shall be dry again. There is the same sun for us all." A flash of lightning, some 14 feet long, gleams above their head. There is a loud peal of thunder, and it seems to Fiocla that something big, heavy, and round is rolling over the sky and tearing it open exactly over her head.